Good evening, viewers. This class is for class 9th students, giving you a brief summary on the structure of atom. From a given symbol, for example, the provided symbol is Al1327. From a given symbol, the information that you can derive is what we are going to do today. This number is called as the mass number. It stands for the total number of protons plus neutrons. Since these are the heavy particles in an atom, the mass of an atom is due to the proton and neutrons, which becomes equal to 27. This number refers to the atomic number given by Z, which is equal to the number of protons, which is equal to 13. Mass number is also called as A. So the number written left bottom is called as the atomic number. Top left is called as the mass number. Since there is no charge mentioned here, it is a neutral atom. Being neutral, the number of protons would be equal to the number of electrons. Hence, the number of protons is 13. The number of electrons is also going to be 13. Number of neutrons can be found by mass number minus atomic number. That is 27 minus 13 is equal to 14. So, now in this atom, we are aware that the number of protons is 13, number of electrons is 13, and the number of neutrons comes out to be 14. We can even construct an atomic model from this much information. In an atomic model, you first need to give the nucleus, the central part of the atom. The nucleus consists of protons and neutrons. So you have P plus N, which is equal to 13 plus 14. Around the nucleus, you've got shells where the electrons are to be resided. That's the first shell, called as the K shell. That's the second shell, called as the L shell. To find out how many shells are required, you need to know the number of electrons. The electronic configuration is the distribution of electrons in the shells around the nucleus. The first shell maximum capacity is 2. So out of the total electrons of 13, you've already put 2 in the K shell. The maximum capacity of an L shell is 8. So you've put 8 electrons in the L shell. You're left with 3 more because you've already filled up 10 electrons. These 3 electrons would go in the M shell, which is the last shell for aluminium. This M shell is also known as the valence shell. The last occupied shell in an atom is called as the valence shell, and the electrons in it are called as the valence electrons, is equal to 3. From the given number of valence electrons, you can even comment about the character of the atom. If the valence electrons are 1, 2 or 3, we call them as metals. Hence, this becomes a metal. Had the valence electrons been 8, it would have been a noble gas. Had they been 5, 6 and 7, we would have called them as non-metals. And had they been 4, we generally give them the name as metalloids. We are also in a position to calculate the valency. The valency for aluminium is 3, because the way to find the valency is, it is equivalent to the number of valence electrons or 8 minus the number of valence electrons, whichever is less. In this case, the valence electrons are 3. 8 minus the valence electrons would have become 8 minus 3, that's 5. So out of 3 and 5, what is less? 3. Hence the valency is 3. So you are even knowing the character of the metal. You also know the valency of the metal. Rest is left the structure of the atom. This is your nucleus, this is your K shell, this is the L shell, and you need the M shell also due to the electronic configuration. This is your M shell. You have 2 electrons here, you have 8 electrons here, and you have 3 electrons here. While this is called as the nucleus. So there is a lot of information that can be derived from the symbol of an atom. With this, we come to the close of the summary class of structure of atom. Thank you.